What's going on? Welcome back. We are going to be talking about the best and worst tattoo TikToks. You guys know the drill. We do it almost every week. So let's jump into it. Okay, let's start the first one a little lighthearted. Okay, let's just have a little fun. People who took an online tattoo training seminar versus people who got a real tattoo apprenticeship. Look, you guys know how I feel about apprenticeships. I think they're really important. I think that if you don't get them, it's not a big deal. But I do think there is something gained by having a real apprenticeship. Me and my apprentice were talking about this the other day. Like, sometimes I'm a little difficult on him. I think it's okay. I think it's part of the apprenticeship process. And he was like, I kind of see the value in that because a lot of times in our job, we just have to take stuff. A lot of times I'll be stenciling a little wave like this and I gotta stencil the damn thing like 15 times. And I have to sit here and do the damn thing and try and not lose my patience about the whole thing. And that's like a skill you learn while being an apprentice. You either gotta be an apprentice or you gotta be a server at some point in life. That's how you get accustomed to dealing with shitty, crappy situations. And I know that a lot of people who learn how to tattoo online just kind of like miss that part of it. Just how I feel about it. You can like it or don't like it. It's all good. Let's move on.
So I applied for a job at TJ Maxx a few weeks ago and they denied my application. They couldn't even call me. They just sent me some automated email.
Oh no,
I didn't even know TJ Maxx was still a thing. But let's be honest, dude. If you're gonna get your forehead tattooed and you're gonna get your throat and your neck and your face and all these different things tattooed, you should be financially secure. Because honestly, I'm not surprised you're not getting hired at TJ Maxx. If you came into my shop and you were like, do you need a shop person or like a social media person? And you looked like that, I probably wouldn't hire you either. Just like honest, real shit. A lot of times people get these tattoos and they're like, accept me for who I am. And I'm like, no, I don't have to accept you. That's not part of my job. I am okay with you. That is cool. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna give you a job. And it doesn't mean like, I think the tattoos look bad. Maybe if you had a sick ass face tattoo that I was like, ooh, that's super cool, maybe I would hire you. But I'm really not surprised at TJ Maxx, you ain't getting a job. I know there's more drama to it, this story, but really, I find the whole thing a little boring. I think it's pretty simple, like you get your face tattooed, don't expect to get a job at most places. So you better be making enough money doing whatever you're doing to live with it. On to the next. Okay, first off, I will say that this stencil would give me a goddamn heart attack. Looking at this makes me terrified. And then we see that it's an actual hand poke. Okay, she's gonna hand poke this thing. You guys probably heard me talk about a hand poke. I think for the most part, kind of a waste of time, but I think there's exceptions to that rule sometimes. And this is a very talented hand poker. Let's see. She's got to be getting to the end soon. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Hand pokes take 40 million years. So the video has to be at least 12 hours. Getting there. Okay, I'm fast forwarding. Okay, there we have it. Very nice tattoo. That looks like a very nice tattoo. I'm very surprised it was done hand poke. I think there's a million ways to do that a lot faster. The quality is still very nice. I think this homegirl, you learn how to tattoo with a machine, you end up with a lot faster. I mean, it's a very nice tattoo. I just want to shit on it because it's a hand poke thing, you know? And it's always like, well, what's the point really? Because I do think that you could do the same quality with a machine, especially if she's this talented. Yeah, what a waste of time. Honestly, dude, just get a goddamn machine, make the tattoo just as good, the same quality, same results, and I wouldn't make a TikTok about it except to say how good the tattoo was. It's impressive because it's a hand poke. I guess on to the next one. I got very little things to say about this one. Okay, I put this one in here because I just like it, dude. Such a cool tattoo. I mean, obviously very different than how I tattoo, but I just can get down with it. Like the quality is superior to a lot of other black and gray realism dudes. And that 80s horror throat piece, it's pretty cool. I'm not usually a huge fan of this, and if you're not a huge fan of it, I totally can understand why, but you cannot argue the quality of that tattooing is solid. Just so good. And that dude is tough as snails, because like that has got to hurt. All this throat, all the sternum, all the chest. Luckily, black and gray dudes, like they feather things for so fucking long, so it feels like you're sitting there forever. But also, it's a little less painful because of it. I'm not trying to take away anything from this dude. This dude sits like a beast. And the tatter is tattooing really well, especially considering there's like 10 people around him. It's at some stupid ass convention. Like, in case you wonder about my opinions on conventions, I think they're annoying pain in the asses. But other than that, like, they're cool. I don't think they're cool at all. I think they're so boring. Maybe I'll find some. I mean, it's been a long time since I've gone to a convention. Maybe I'll find some that I like going to. If you guys got a convention in your area that you like, maybe drop it in, and maybe I'll consider going to them in the next few years. Okay, on to the next. Some more good tattooing, dude. I was in a good mood for you guys. So much music I can't use. Look, this is some shitty tattooing on this shoulder, and the results of this tattoo, look, dude, for a blast over, it's pretty cool. I think some of it is a little overdone, and some of the muted colors could probably be not used, but that cover up is working pretty well. And considering what was there before, like this, you know, this cloud work with some like red, purple bullshit going on, this is a pretty sweet cover up. I think I just liked this one when I looked at it originally, and it just like did something for me. I think that retouch on the dagger was cool too. Dude, I'm showing you tats that I don't care for, like styles that I just could care less about, and these tattoos look cool, at least here. I think there's some things about this tattoo that are questionable on like the healing and whether it's gonna look good in the future or not. But I'll assume right now that it's gonna look okay, probably. Dude, even sometimes as a tattoo guide, I am wrong about things. And when I looked at this the first time, I was way more stoked about it. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, what was I thinking? A little bit. Like the cover up's fine. It's working. It's doing its job. But they use so much white and they're covering so much color and so much other shit that I don't think that white's gonna look very good later down the line. The whole time I was looking at it, I was like, what? How can I, is this nice? Is it not nice? No, don't really like it that much. Never mind. The other guy, the other first good tattoo, still a very nice tattoo. I still feel that way. Very nice tattoo. The 80s horror one, love it. This one, not so much. Okay, be careful what you see on social media. Dude, Facetune on a tattoo. Wow, there's a lot to say about this. First off, the tattoo is still very nice. It's like the light grays are very cool. I would normally want to see more dark, especially in that veil thing. I think a lot of those light grays gonna fade and you're gonna lose a lot of the detail in there, especially in contrast to like the heavy blacks around the hair and that like background thing, whatever it is. But look, dudes, when you see tattoos online, you have no clue what the tattooer is using to make a tattoo look really like pristine. I recommend that you go to Reddit and type in aged tattoo, or then put in the search engine or whatever they call that, whatever style of tattoo you like. Whether it's realism or black and gray portraits or traditional tatting or line work, and you will see exactly what a tattoo is supposed to look like down the road. Look, dude, I'm a tatter. I'm not the greatest tattooer in the world. I know that. I'm not afraid to show you some bad tattoos I've done, but the majority of the people on social media are going to be playing with images to try and make it look like they're better than what they are. So yeah, you gotta be careful about these artists, you know? Like what tools are they using to make their photos or their videos, even in this case, look smoother or better than what they are? Look, I've looked at hundreds and thousands and millions of tattoos, and sometimes I get tricked on some of these things. There is something here to remember. Just be careful out there. You don't wanna be getting duped because the tatter's using tools to make his work look better than what it is. Look, I think that almost every tattoo I see on Instagram that is too good to be true is too good to be true. And a lot of those people are using whatever they can to make however much money they can. That's just how I feel about it. This is a perfect example of you clearly being able to do that. Like, it just looks so much smoother, so much cleaner, so much more like soft and perfect. And it's not in real life. It's good, it's very good, but it's not. It's not perfect. So on to the next. What's going on, guys? We just cranked past 7,000 subscribers. We're trying to make it to 10. Please like and subscribe this video. I appreciate you.
So what if I told you I paid roughly $10,000 to put in all these tattoos, and it's costing me roughly another $10,000 to take them all off? Here's my story.
First off, that sleeve costs $10,000. I would pay $10,000 not to have that sleeve. So this Aussie bloke spent way too much money on his tattoos. That's the whole story, and he's got to get them lasered now.
But here's the gimmick. I decided to change career and move into acting. I recently was a Netflix series where I had a job as the main actor's double.
Yeah, dude, all you LA people getting tat blasted and you want to be actors, it's a pretty dumb thing to do, especially if you're getting a full sleeve. I don't know much about acting, but what I do know is that no one wants to pay extra money to cover up a tattoo in a series when they could just go for the guy who doesn't have the tattoos.
And then they decided they didn't want to take me on because they didn't want to cover up my tattoos every single day. So I decided to start taking them off. And it's been a process of 2 years so far. So first session was 2 years ago. I've had a total of 6 sessions altogether.
I hate that sleeve. The fact that it was $10,000 is crazy to me. I know that this story is about something else. I can't keep my mind off of that price tag on that garbage. I'm glad he's getting lasered. Oh God. Dude, I'm such a tat snob. But hey, yeah, that's my job.
You do have to wait 8 weeks. You have to wait between each session.
Hey, there's a good tattoo on the inside. That girl head looks pretty cool, but that's the only one. The rest look like shit.
For it to heal, to go back in. But the longer you wait, the more your body starts to eat the ink away. As you can see, some spots are taking longer. Even this line I got done in Bali, a silly line by itself, is so deep. So many stories behind the tattoos. Got the clock here with the time that I was born on the clock.
Always the worst tattoo to get. And he's got like a literal stairway going into, bro.
I've got me as a little grommet running up the stairs. And this here doesn't have too much meaning because it was the first tattoo. As we all have the first tattoo regrets. And this here is obviously my favorite martial artist and idol.
Okay, I think that's about it. That's all I could stand from seeing this awful sleeve. I'm glad it's getting lasered. I think the major takeaway, don't spend a lot of money on crap, and then don't spend a lot of money getting that crap removed. That's it. Okay, more music I can't use. That is the title of today's video. Music I can't use. This guy is Remy Ephemeral. I don't know what ephemeral means. I just realized it means something and I have no idea. I'm not gonna Google it either. So this guy is very popular on the internets. You have seen him do a lot of these like blast over cover up things. Look, I think for a guy who's just like doing layers on top of layers, it's an interesting how far he can go and how many times he can do it, that type of stuff. I don't personally understand it fully. I think that like he's definitely a pioneer in the tattoo space, finding out how far he could go covering things and covering things and covering things. I just don't know if the pursuit is worth pursuing. Clearly it is for him. He's done it a million times, so hey, good for him for doing it. But yeah, it's not very appealing, I guess, is my major takeaway. I don't like that red that they did the whole like underneath part, that maroonish, reddish stuff. I wonder what he looks like in person. Like I'm always curious like what this looks like not on video. You know, I don't think he's using any filters. We've already talked about that today. I don't think that's the case. I just want to know what that skin looks like. You know what? I can appreciate that someone is doing it to this extent if they're just trying to see what would happen. I can appreciate it because God knows that no one else wants to go through that pain. I just don't know. I know a lot of you guys think it looks great. Good for you. That's cool. I'm sure he thinks it's great. And some of the stuff like this monster faces look okay. You wanna know one thing though? I will never like the swirly things on the side of his face. Those I dislike more than anything. But hey, that's just me. And you know, like, it's impressive the parts that you can see, and it's not surprising the parts that you can't see. Like his belly area, I have no idea what that is. Not surprised at all that I feel that way. And I guess it's just surprising that I do see some things, knowing how many layers this guy's done on himself. Yeah, just not a huge fan of the look. But those body mod dudes, they're a different breed. They're just a different breed. Yeah. On to the next, guys.
Apparently people liked the last video and I had fun doing it, so I'm gonna do another one. I also just recently found out that she has been tattooing for 20 years.
Okay, this girl's about to talk some shit on some tattoo artists. You know what? I will say, I have seen a lot of different people doing this, where they just talk mad shit on different tattooers. Usually they're pretty accurate about this, but sometimes they're picking fucking really good tattooers. I saw one on that John Nelson guy, and I was like, bro, who is picking apart his tattoos and calling them shit? I also seen some people not using their face while they're talking mad shit, and that kind of drives me nuts. I think it was like, Tattoo Hunter, hey bro, I like what you're doing. Just show me your face. Let me see what you're about, dude. If you're gonna talk shit about tattoos, you might as well show me your face. Let the world know if maybe you're a tatter.
And I'm gonna follow that up with this. Now, she has a number of tattoos on her account where she's like gloating about how quick she did the tattoo.
You know what? That's always been my favorite thing when people are like, oh, look how fast I did the tat. Hey, dude, I'm a fast tattooer, but if you should have taken an extra 30 minutes to do the tattoo, take the extra 30 minutes. And don't be bragging about some garbage ass tat that you half-assed into some skin.
And I just like the transparency and the fact that the quality of the tattoo really shows with how much time she spent on it. Now, I quite like this one. I really like how the like realistic flower pairs with this ladybug here. I especially enjoy his little legs and his little fingers.
I like this, dude. I'm okay, dude. You wanna talk some shit on some tats? Go on TikTok and talk some shit on some tats. It's fun. I just enjoy it. Want to talk some shit about my tattoos? That's fine. I don't care. Go for it. Just make it an entertaining, fun video to watch.
Now, the watercolor portion of a lot of her tattoos isn't bad, but once again, she only took an hour to do this.
But I will say, there's never a tattoo that I've ever done that looked half as bad as this fucking thing. I don't know what it is, and it looks awful. The fact that someone let her tattoo this on him, crazy. This looks like I don't know. It's awful. I hate it. You hate it too. We're all on the same page. There's not much to learn from this. I just think it's always interesting watching people call out tattooers on Instagram, especially when it's like real bad like this. But hey, there's always someone for someone. I don't know any tattooer who's this bad, but I'm not surprised that she's got tats to do, so. This one says, Christian girls when they get the tiniest tattoo of a cross on their wrist. We got some fun ones in here. We got nothing to learn except for fun stuff.
No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch.
It is funny, because I mean, like, there is a stereotype of a type of person who's getting like this tiny little dinky tattoo. You know, they come in here with their hype girls, and I'm always stoked for them. You know, like they're just having fun, enjoying their life. And they get this tiny little thing, and I finish it, and everyone cheers. Oh, amazing. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's so cute. And they're the same person every single time. You know, I've tattooed that person a million times with the whole group of people. They all have the same group of friends. It's funny. It's fun. Hey, dude, look, there's a bunch of tratty daddies out there who look exactly the same as me, talk exactly the same as me, and get stoked about the same stupid bullshit. So it's just fun to talk about. And yeah, it says embarrassing things to do at a tattoo shop. Oh man, that's me right now. Literally sitting in a tattoo shop filming, being a content creator. Yeah, this one's about me. This one's awful. I hate it. I hate you guys. It is funny that in today's world, if you want to be a tattooer, you do have to do shit like this. Get on camera, do stupid trendy things just to get noticed. All the joys of the job. It makes me laugh because I've been doing this job a long time, and if I would have ever showed up at a tattoo shop with a camera 12 years ago, I would have got my ass beat. I would have deserved it. Really, it's just funny how things have changed. And it's funny because we all have to do it. You gotta do it to survive, so why not? Have fun with it. Yeah, that one's about me. God damn it. I got a red ink tattoo without listening to everyone warning about the healing process. Red isn't as predictable as black. And I'm almost glad that this tattoo wasn't tattooed in black because it looks like shit and it would be very noticeable if it was all black. Like that is so bold, so ugly, so nothing special there. The line work is whack. The tattoo placement is whack. There's a curve in the bottom of it, which is pretty normal for a big cross, like trying to get these things perfect. It's just a bad tattoo in general. Parts of it are falling out. I mean, dude, I hate tattooing anything in all red. And something this big with that much red, I don't know, I hate it. I will say this day 5 photo, a lot of those scabs fell off. It looks like it's not gonna be an awful tattoo healed. It don't look like it's gonna be a good tattoo, but it wasn't a good tattoo to begin with. The healing on this looks about normal, but there is some holidays in there, some patchiness. I just hate all red tattoos. I hated this tattoo from the beginning, but I just hate all red tattoos. And you should definitely not do all red tattoos. You put a simple, clean outline on this and probably made everything a lot thinner. This is actually a pretty nice tattoo. Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I hope you learned something or not. I hope you just enjoyed the video. I'll see you in a few days.